Hello, everyone. Welcome to Talking Reds, where we bring the latest Liverpool news, transfer news, and much, much more. And before we do get underway today, talking about transfers, talking about yesterday's game as well, I just want to just say I hope everyone's all right, and I hope everyone's doing okay. And our condolences at Talking Reds is with those, the family of and the friends of Matt Beard, who was the former Liverpool women's coach, got them promoted into the Super League, and yeah, our thoughts at Talking Reds are fully with his family and friends. And if anyone out there is struggling with anything, just reach out to us. We are always open with open arms and DMs, email us, anything you need at all. Reach out to someone, reach out to a friend, reach out to a stranger. Please make sure you do talk if you're struggling with anything in life. But yeah, I do hope, like I said, our wishes and our condolences are with the family and friends of Matt Beard, and hope they get all the support they absolutely need right now in a time like this. But yeah, Liverpool yesterday did come through as victors in the Merseyside Derby, 2-1 winners over Everton, which was a nerve-wracking game at the end. Naj, obviously, me and Patricia did a watch long for it yesterday, and last 5 minutes I couldn't sit down for the last 5 minutes. It was a nerve-wracking watch. It was, even when we looked like it's comfortable again, 2-0 up, even though we didn't concede that 2-goal lead, we still had to do it the hard way at Liverpool. But 3 points is 3 points. I think today we've seen people not kicking off that Liverpool are playing well, but yeah, I think you got to find a middle ground here. Look, we cannot be not unhappy. We can be critical of bad performances, but we can't be unhappy, because at the end of the day, we have 15 points and 15 points. How are you seeing going forward now? Do you think we're going to improve in maybe short term wise?
Yeah, I mean, about, like I said yesterday, I'd be worried if we was talking about drawing or not getting the points, but we are getting the points, so we've got to take the massive positive of that. Is that we have got maximum points and we're the only team to do so. And when I come off the live yesterday, I was actually thinking about it. Like, if you give Liverpool's 5 hardest games of the season, obviously I'm not necessarily counting aways in this, but just in general, 5 hardest games of the season, Arsenal's one of them. Obviously, say Arsenal's away is a bit harder than Arsenal at home. Arsenal's Everton, away or home, hard game. Newcastle, just with the magnitude of what went on in the summer with Isak and Ekitike, and
tough game anyway. Yeah,
it's going to be a tough game. Besides that, is a tough game that added to it. And then I'd say the others are probably like, and it sounds call me crazy saying this, but like a Spurs away. We always struggle at Spurs away. And then the other one would be, I mean, I might change my tune on this, but Chelsea away.
I'd say Chelsea up there. I said last year. I've said it a couple of times. Chelsea last year was the best team we played. I know they're still really hard to predict to Chelsea. I mean, yesterday I did say Man United win, but even then, Chelsea should be do better in games that you don't expect them to do better in.
Yeah,
and they improve against us, Chelsea. Every time we play Chelsea, they all seem to step up a little bit. I don't know if that's because it's against us or whatnot, but
yeah,
we always seem to find the Chelsea game very difficult. Like I said, very difficult.
It's the Chelsea game last year, especially as well. It was like when we played them at home. I thought that, I definitely thought they were the best team we played in the league last year.
Yeah,
I just think they were and then, it was very early on in the season actually. So, I don't think we'd got to grips with Slot and but Marashka did okay with him, I'd say. But yeah, them games, what I've just said there, though, they're the hardest games that you could put on the calendar, really. Like, and we've played 3 of them already. The 3 teams you don't really want to face. And we faced them. We faced Arsenal. We beat our rivals to the title this season already. I'd say City does come into that, but I'm not too sure. Like City, Chelsea, United, for me, are sort of, you don't know what you're going to get on the day. Like, you're going to get a team that's going to turn up. Are you going to get a team that's going to, it's so hard to predict. Like last season, like Liverpool were far superior to City, and not so much Arsenal. You know, actually this season, if you think about it, we're actually superior to Arsenal. We wasn't, because we drew last season twice against Arsenal. I know the second game didn't really matter, and I think if other circumstances were different, we'd have beat them. You know what I mean? But yeah, like we've actually won up on Arsenal now, which, you know, we've actually, instead of losing points to Arsenal or sharing the points, we've actually taken points off them. And like,
yeah,
got to go into this game at 4:30 today, and potentially
they need to win.
They need to win, because they can end up points behind Liverpool. And, you know, like I say, next 2 games we've got Crystal Palace, and then we've got Chelsea before the international break. You know, if Liverpool pick up maximum points in that, Arsenal could be in real trouble already. And I'm saying that's quite true, because will be 8 games in, 9 games in at that point. 2 more. What we on? Game week 5.
5 games in, yeah.
7 games in, and Liverpool could have like 6. But I know they've got Spurs soon as well. Liverpool could have 6 points over them before the international break. Like, and I think, yeah, it's not scary for us. I'll say that.
Just looking at the league table, also we've played Bournemouth, we've played Arsenal, we've played Everton. So that's 3 of the top 10 out of the 5 games we've played. 3 of them in top 10.
Yeah.
And if Newcastle get 1 second, they get a point. Yeah, if they get even a point today, no, not a point. If they got to win, if they get a win, they go top 10 as well. So before, if like I said, all 5 games so far, if Newcastle win today, that's all 4 of the 5 of them in top 10.
Yeah.
Which is, and who else do play after that? So Burnley won it, so they're 16th. But so yeah, he said it has been a tough start, but it doesn't really matter really at the bigger picture of things about the performance in a whole. But I think it's okay to talk about the performance. It's okay to have criticism as well. I mean, En said this. People can't separate the criticism of the performance to the result and the happiness of the result. You can have both things at the same time. You can criticize the performance and criticize certain issues of the performance, not just the whole performance, because we were fantastic first half. Again, with Atletico Madrid, fantastic first half. But you can still point out the worries and the things that need pointing out, you know, like a match of the day would. You know, that's what these analytic views of things.
Mm-hmm.
People entered it the other day. Some people like to see that's it. Go to the game, watch us win. That's it. There's nothing else to talk about. We won. That's it. People see it quite straightforward like that.
Mm.
But people see the game differently. Like myself and Enz, we'll look at, like you as well. We'll look at, like, you know, how would break teams down, this and that. We look at it different. I look at it like a footballer or like a coach at the side sometimes. But it doesn't mean I'm not happy with the win. Absolutely happy win. I'm absolutely ecstatic. I mean, yesterday I was doing the watch along. I was stood up watching the last 5 minutes. I couldn't sit down because I felt like such a weight off my shoulders at the end of it when the full-time whistle blew. Especially when, you know, at times they were looking like they were going to get the equaliser at some point. And I mean, Patricio were like 3 or 4 seconds. I don't know if you've seen the highlights. They're out this morning.
Yeah.
Patricio were like 3 or 4 seconds ahead of me. When he panicked at the end, I thought you were having a laugh. I thought we've conceded it, and that's it. It is what it is. That's football. It does put you through the emotions, certainly. DBK is in the chat. We was able to bring Isak and Verts off the bench. That is absolutely crazy. It really is mad, that fact that, like, Verts haven't even played well yet this season, and Isak's only just got into the team because obviously the saga that went on, and yet we still haven't needed them.
Mm-hmm.
And that, like I said, we've played tough games so far. 15 points from 15, 5 wins from 5, a win in Champions League as well. I'm glad it didn't go to last minute yesterday, because I couldn't have dealt with that again. But at the end of the day, we are looking good. We're looking very, very good.
Yeah, we're looking like what we should look like, you know, champions and exactly. And I think the way I'm sort of looking at the way we've lined up in the last few games, obviously some changes and stuff like that, and that's been a positive from what we had last season, where, you know, a player was not up to scratch, they still played, you know, and it's almost a relief that we've got the rotation now, rather than, you know, like like last season, you know, obviously he's not with us anymore, but like Jota, after his injury, come back and he struggled a little bit with his form. And, you know, he had no help, did he? Do you know what I mean? It was like, oh, well, that's just
because Jota was never usually like that. Jota was really reliable. Reliable.
Yeah. And he obviously did. I think Jota did very well last season, actually, in moments. He just seemed to be, obviously, I know he's not no longer with us, and it's obviously very upsetting. But I mean, like last season, in terms of football, you know, he had like really good like periods of where he was good, and like, you know, from the start, and then he got injured, and then he always usually bounces back, didn't he? Like really come back, really.
Yeah.
And he struggled a lot. And like he just there's no help for him, you know, like in terms of, we sort of knew he was injury prone player, and like, you know, Nunes was like, it was almost like,
we relied on him too much. If he's not playing well, it's not his fault. At the end of the day, someone else had to pick up the pieces.
Yeah, and then it was almost, you could see in slot like, I don't really want to play him. I don't really want to play Nunes because I just
yeah.
And then obviously we had Diaz up front for a lot of last season because of that exact reason, really. And then, you know, obviously, you know, we looked at the bench the other day, and it was like Robertson, Isak, you know, verge. It was ridiculous.
Even Engamoa, I think is a different level to bring off the bench as well for me.
Yeah, I agree.
I absolutely trust when Engamoa comes on. I absolutely trust him to do something and change the game. But like you said last season, we didn't have much.
He's very. Do you know what I was thinking yesterday? Actually, I was thinking about Rio Engamoa, and like obviously he's a left winger, and like I do see like elements of him could play anywhere along the front line. Probably not a striker, but like.
Mate, I've said this. I said this to. I don't know. Who I said it to last week. I mentioned it last week. We mentioned it about. I said we were talking about right wing. I said, even worst comes to worst, Rio Engamoa could possibly play right wing. So what he is a byline runner, and because he's right footed as well. It'd be like an old school right winger, like a right winger used to be.
He's not frightened to use his left though. We've noticed.
Yeah.
He likes to come on his left and on his right, and like I don't know. Do you know what's weird, right? I see something in Rio Engamoa. Like I've seen it since we signed him, pretty much. Like watched him. I see something in like you don't see it in a lot of young people coming through. Like, you know, like young lads coming through into professional football and stuff. And it's like almost like he's come to Liverpool because he knew he was going to get a chance at Liverpool. And by the way, like he was at Chelsea, and if he was an alien coming in from space, you'd be like, oh, this is the best team in the country. Are you going to get a game there if you're like really young? Do you know what I mean? Like probably not, but you're more likely to get at Liverpool. Obviously, he's come to Liverpool, and it's almost like he trusts his ability without being like cocky with it. Have you noticed? It's like
yeah.
And it's just like you can just see he loves to play, and I feel like a lot of players at like that age, you know, get like sort of sucked into like the money and all that. And
they're not grounded. You can tell he's grounded.
Yeah, and do you know what? I think that with him on the slot as well, I just think he's going to be such a good player. And people keep saying this, right?
He's got good people around him. You can tell that.
Age is a number when it comes to football, right? Look at salary. He's 33 and he's locking up people at 33 and still scoring loads of goals.
Yeah.
Got the other end of the spectrum. I think Rio Engamoa is probably 5 or 6 games of Gakpo not performing, of getting starts. I'm genuinely being serious, because the level he's at and the hunger he's got and the willing to do better, like, will just sort of displace Gakpo in a way if he doesn't sort of pick it up. And I think that's what Slot's looked at this season, and I'm really excited to, like, you know, I think maybe getting rid of Diaz in a way was probably a good thing for his pathway to come through.
Yeah. You don't want to block it yet. I mean, DBK says here, hopefully we'll see Verts and Isak getting a game against Southampton and getting that. Maybe Engamoa gets that as well. And when he does get that chance against Southampton or anything like that, then he takes his chance. And I absolutely trust Engamoa to check his chance. And then it's up to Slot then. If he plays brilliant against Southampton on Tuesday, then Slot's got a decision to make on at the weekend against Palace. Does he go with Engamoa? Does he dare drop Gakpo to the bench and put Ekitike out wide? Because I've got in the title about Ekitike and Isak. Is it going to be or is it going to be and? And that is a big question to be had. We're going to go over that question at the end of it. But yeah, I think Engamoa, when he does get the chance to take it, that's all I can say to that. And I think he will.
It's you watched him like last year in the youth team, and when he did get his chance last year, he was impressive. He's very impressive. So I'm not going to say Trey Nwanyu wasn't as well. Trey Nwanyu's been impressive as well.
Yeah.
Like the position, you sort of stand out a little bit more, don't you? But like, I don't like to compare him to Sterling because I don't think they're any way similar. You know what I mean? In the way they are and stuff like that. I'd say Sterling maybe a bit.
I get you though, because.
But when Sterling was 17, 18,
yep,
he was one of the best players in the league.
Yep. I remember. I used to watch. You know when LCTV used to be free.
Yeah.
I used to watch the academy players all the time. So far, I like to see what we've got going forward and see. I like to see spot talent early. And I watched him. When I watched Sterling when I was in 16, I think it was 16. I think he was unbelievable. And then he went to I even watched England under-16 World Cup. Yeah, and he was unbelievable in that. I'm sure he got like player of the tournament or something. He was unbelievable in that England 16 World Cup. And I thought, what an absolute star in here. I remember when it didn't used to be Twitter, it used to be Facebook first. And on Facebook, I remember saying to me on Facebook, I told my mates about him. I told my mates, oh, this guy got Raheem Sterling's in. Unbelievable. Came from, he's in the Liverpool Academy, watch him. And I remember it was a Thursday night. It was in the Europa League. And he got called up to the squad. And I said, oh, my word, he's actually in the squad. He didn't play. I don't think he played.
I remember him playing. I remember him playing against Hearts, if you remember, in the Europa League. It was on Channel 5.
Yeah.
I remember him being class in that Europa League campaign, and I was just like, wow. But that's what I mean. I don't want to compare him too much to.
It's just. At the end of the day, Sterling. I still don't think Sterling hit the levels that he could have hit, to be honest. But that trajectory and the potential that they had at that age, yeah, absolutely.
I think Rio's like far more technical than Sterling,
and it's quite a similar journey they've gone on as well from London.
Chelsea, I mean,
the Liverpool Academy.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
Engamoa will be Chelsea, Liverpool, and then retire. Yeah.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Let's hope so.
Don't want him to be going somewhere. Look, I think I don't know who he supports and stuff, but I've seen like pictures going around him, like Liverpool tops and stuff like that. But like, he literally got asked in the interview who's one of the players you look up to. Salah. He was like 8 when Salah joined Liverpool or something like that. It was like
that's madness. That's madness.
Insane. So, like he's gonna be, he looks up to like probably the best winger to ever play in the Premier League, and he's like, I'm playing with him now. Like he's on the.
When I say, is it the right age there when he's looking at Salah, and Salah literally hit the ground running at Liverpool as well? Yeah. So it's like, yeah, that's crazy. That Salah would have been the same for us with Gerrard at the age that we are with Gerrard.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I was 2005 final.
7.
I was saying, so we sort of looked at them the same way.
Yeah.
I know exactly.
It's I know exactly what you mean though. It's like you sort of like, oh wow, like you sort of like
that's they actually are your role models. Yeah. They actually are your role models at that age. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just looking for. I just think he's got a big part to play this season, and I've said it for months, and I think he will. I just think like I don't like being horrible to Gakpo. I think he is a good player, but like he just needs to up his game sometimes. Just sometimes, because he's good, but he just needs to do, something a little bit
more. Yeah, just a bit more. That's all. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's Liverpool here. We've got to have that level.
Yeah.
I think Diaz, the level that Diaz was at, I think he got the best out of Gakpo as well. Yeah, I thought Gakpo was fantastic last year. Very, very important to winning the league. But now Diaz is gone. Does he feel that like I do? That same sentence that we keep talking about. I might get my players next week, no matter how I play. And that's not on Rio. At the end of the day, if Rio was older, it'd be above him.
Mm.
The only reason he's not above him is because he's 17 years old.
Yeah.
So,
put it this way:
interesting.
If we didn't have Gakpo now, and say we didn't have Gakpo and Diaz, and it sounds weird this saying this, but like say we sold Gakpo to Bayern Munich in the summer, and say we sold Diaz to Barcelona in the summer, whoever came in probably would be maybe Rio's age. I'm thinking Malik Fofana or something like that. And I think them two are battling out for who plays on the wing. It's just the fact that Gakpo's older, he automatically gets that spot, doesn't he? Because he played.
Yeah.
I mean, Gakpo scored like 200 odd goals. Like you said, he's not a bad. He's brilliant. He's a brilliant footballer, Gakpo. He just do a little bit more. When he does do more, he's class, isn't he? He's like the best player.
Absolutely. There's no one better.
Yeah.
There's not many better left wingers in world football.
No, there isn't.
And he's playing well.
But last season, people won't like to hear this. Better than Vinicius Junior. He got more goals than him. Got more assists than him. You know, he won the league.
Real Madrid fans that.
He won't turn up.
They won't turn up. They won't turn up. Brother Copat, I hope you are good as well, my friend. I hope you are very well. And it was a good one yesterday. Yes, like I said, performances will improve, and especially the second half performance definitely needs to improve. But it was a good win yesterday. Merseyside Derby over and done with, another win and another loss for David Moyes. Let's get into the transfer news. And there was a couple of things that came out the last 24 hours, and also something that came out in the last hour as well, which I've got put down about Ibrahima Konate. So Real Madrid, according to the Mirror, Real Madrid could be in for Marc Guehi this summer. Marc Guehi has informed his advisors he would like to join Real Madrid over his summer after his summer move to Liverpool collapsed. Real Madrid. I don't believe this 1 second, however. I think it is lazy journalism, for me. I think it's an easy link. But it wouldn't surprise you, Naj.
Real Madrid. Liverpool, Real Madrid, most trending teams on the planet of football. Let's just do it so we get clicks. That's all I feel like that is. You know, Marc Guehi or Liverpool didn't get the it's like almost like that, isn't it? Like, you know, the shocked face thing. It's like,
who can we link him to? Who can we link it? What'll piss Liverpool fans off?
Yeah,
Real Madrid.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't surprise you if there wasn't for him, though. They do need a centre back.
No, I look. If Liverpool want him, then why wouldn't Real Madrid want him? Like, he's that good. Do you know what I mean? He's not.
Yeah.
It's like, I think it's sort of maybe something to sort of throw like a little bit of like 3 more like logs on the fire, whatever you want to call it, 3 more gas. I don't know. Fart on the fire. Fart on the fire. Let's go. Fart on the fire.
You mean like throw petrol on the fire? You mean
petrol? Yeah. Let's go with petrol.
Let's just go with fart on the fire. Yeah, let's go.
Fart on the fire. That's what they always fart on our fire. It doesn't matter. But yeah, like I'd say it's all to do with the Konate thing, isn't it? Really, like it's just like, oh, the Konate story's not sticking at the minute. Let's do the next thing. Well, Real Madrid signed Liverpool's both centre backs in targets and player. Like, oh,
yeah, and it's like, yeah, well, Konate looks happy at the moment, Liverpool. Let's piss him off a little bit. Let's go a different direction here just to annoy him.
Yeah.
Let's link it to their best target. They must obviously they clear target because it's not even like a target, just reported target. We went for him.
Yeah.
And it only didn't happen on deadline day because Crystal Palace pulled out. But I still see, don't know if it's just more like hope and expectation. I still see Marc Guehi joining Liverpool next summer, if I'm honest.
I do.
But
I think he comes in January. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I'm hoping he does. Well, I don't know how much we'll pay for him in January, but I just think I'm putting my hopes on Guehi not changing his mind, because he can change his mind, and I won't begrudge him changing his mind. If he just went, oh, forget it, you know, got an offer to contract somewhere else in January, like Real Madrid offered him or PSG offered him or something like that, and he said, oh, they've offered me something good here and guarantee first team football there and this and that, and they've spoken to the likes of the project. I wouldn't begrudge him if he didn't choose Liverpool, but I don't think he would. I think he would choose Liverpool. And I'm putting my hopes onto that.
Do you know what I would do? Honestly, it sounds scruffy this, but I would give Crystal Palace the option to get some money for him, and I'd say I'd turn around 1st of January and go 10-15 million pound bid, right? And if they don't agree to it, do a pre-contract agreement for the summer, and then you've given them the chance then to get money for him, and you know if they don't agree that.
Is there something in his clause that he can't do pre-contract with English teams?
I don't know. I know he's allowed to leave.
I'm sure someone told me that only European teams can do a pre-contract with him in January. But if that's absolutely certain or not.
I don't know if it is then. I don't know. Listen, Crystal Palace are not. This is due respect to Crystal Palace. I like them, right? They're not going to turn down 15 mil when they're going to get zilch in January. In June, sorry, when his contract runs out. Like they're not. It makes no sense, does it really, to do that in a way? I mean,
You
Guehi.
think that's the only way we're getting though?
I still think we get him in summer.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
I just think because look, I'm sort of looking towards. We've got a heavy run from January to like the end of the season. You know, I'm hoping. I think we will be in all cup competitions. Why not add something that's going to help with that rather than lack in that? Because look, if Konate gets injured in like he likes his little Christmas injury, Konate does. He's always injured over Christmas. I'm not saying he goes over Christmas or anything, by the way. I'm just saying he's always injured in the winter. He always gets a little injury over that time.
A lot of players do though, but we're not saying that Konate does that on purpose. There's not a chance. It's just Konate's just very unlucky at the moment.
Yeah, and you know if he gets that sort of period of being injured, and you know when he come back last year from his injury, before his injury, unbelievable. After his injury, struggled, took 10 games to get back into it. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think it was till about. I don't think it's till about March he got back into the flow of things properly. And yeah, maybe March after the.
It was the last centre back we bought in January.
Well, it was Ozan Kabak, wasn't it? Ben Davies.
I kept proving a point there. Why I just realised, absolutely forgot about them. Absolutely forgot about them. Let's rewind. Let's turn the tape back. Anyone that's not old enough, you can't rewind the tape back just by using your finger. Let's just wind it back a little bit. In fact, forget that. I know it's live, but if anyone can edit it out, that'd be fantastic. Remember the third centre back we got, the third last centre back we got in January. I'm just thinking more about FA Cup, that debut on FA Cup, Everton. All linked for yesterday, last minute winner against Everton.
Significant centre back, you should say.
But
I'm not saying that insignificant, but significant is in terms of significant to what
non-panic buy centre back. How about
that? Yeah, that's the one. So. Yeah, I mean, it was Van Dijk, obviously, and I think, Guehi comes in. A player like that boosts like the team. I know people go, it's only a centre back, but like, he's extremely good, and he's a leader, and he's level-headed. He's screwed on. I mean, he's going to be fully like, he's going to be 19, 18, 24 games, whatever you can cut competition into the season if we get him in January. He's going to be well seasoned into the season. And I mean, like, look, I'm looking towards like Champions League knockout games, rest Konate, play Guehi even, rest Van Dijk some games and play Gomez, Leone. They have such good centre-backs. Like Arsenal, I'm not saying we're trying to be like Arsenal. Look, they finished second 3 years on the bounce, but look at how their depth is in defence. It is ridiculous. Like, what is it, 8 centre-backs? Oh, hang on. I might get hit by a lot of Arsenal fans here. Calafiori's a centre-back before anyone starts. And so is Ben White. It's just they play full-back. Mosquera is a centre-back as well. So they have a lot of cover there, don't they? What's it? Mosquera, Ben White, Calafiori, Timber's a centre-back as well, by the way. Gabriel, Saliba. 6.
There's more. I'm sure there's more. Didn't they get, who is it over the line? Incapi. Not Incapi.
Yeah, Incapi.
Over the line, He could play left back and centre back, yeah.
All of them can play, They all can play full back, of course, as well, but they're all centre backs. Every single one of them is a centre back. Like, the actual full backs they have are Lewis Skelly, who's not even a full back. So, I don't know, Zinchenko's gone. So they've got seven centre backs. And, I mean, we don't need that, but it'd be lovely to have more than, I'd say Joe Gomez is more of like a full-back cover now than he is a centre-back cover.
Yeah.
Leone's obviously centre-back, but he's extremely young, isn't he?
Yeah.
And they obviously got Van Dijk, Konate, Guehi to that. That's 3, 5 centre-back options then. Why not?
I do think a Guehi signing in January would, like you said, boost it, right? But I mean, people don't realise how much a January signing. I know it's hard to get January signings, but people don't realise the the sort of training room, not training, the dressing room boost a good January signing gives you. Go back to when we got Gakpo. That changed our season.
Yeah, it did. It did. And Diaz.
Changed our season.
And Diaz as well.
Yeah. It absolutely changed our season. That when Gakpo came in, everyone else improved. We changed a different style. You know, we went to a different we inverted fullbacks that time. That's when we went on that brilliant run, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
And Gakpo was a big part of that.
Yeah.
So I think a January signing for me, Marc Guehi, how much would you put across the Palace? If it could be 15 million, think that'd do it in January? I think you have to go to 20.
20 max, I'd go 18 mil. I'd go like I wouldn't go any higher than that. I think taking the piss there really. If we are going out higher than that, do you know what I mean? I just think it's not sort of worth going to that amount of sort of fee for someone who you can get for free in like 4 or 5 months' time. You know, it makes no sense really, does it? So yeah, I mean, I definitely want Guehi. I think he's fantastic. You know, I think he's really a real top centre back, and I think he just takes Liverpool to like not another level. It just makes Liverpool consistently better at that level. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
There's no drop off in sort of like Canate to Guehi, is there?
DBK says here, worried about Verts and Gakpo's pissing him off. we know Gakpo's pissing him off. He tells us all the time, but Gakpo is getting annoying with like where he's becoming predictable. I won't say pissing me off, but because I know what he's capable of, I know how good he is. I think that's what's frustrating.
Yeah.
And last year, like we said, what I've been saying, I think Diaz sort of kept him going last year. Diaz he had to sort of play for his place, so he stepped it up. But he shouldn't have to have someone behind him to push him to step it up. I think he should just step it up regardless.
Yeah.
Again, you got to also think about this with Gakpo as well. He's got a new left back behind him.
Yeah.
He's got new strikers to work with. He's got a new number 10 to work with, and number 10 that's not playing well at the moment, if we're honest. Verts isn't playing well at the moment. Am I worried about him? No, I'm not worried about him, but it does need to start improving. And I think it's too easily to be shoved off the ball for me, Verts. So he's got all that to deal with as well. So a bit of a drop-off from Gakpo is not worrying, but at some point I'm hoping he does step it up a bit.
I mean, I don't think he's playing bad. I just don't think he's playing good. Do you know what I mean? He's just playing.
Yeah. He's just not playing the level he can. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Like completely, like average. I'd say like he's not really doing anything that is significantly contributing at the minute. He was really good the first 2 games of the season. Like, I'm not going to say he wasn't. He was actually really good. But he just hasn't been the last couple of games, has he? He's just not been that. It's just not been at it. It's just not been at the races, if you like. But yeah, look, the options are brilliant, and that's all that matters. We didn't have this last season, and we got the league. So all I'm saying is positives from here on in, here on out, here on in.
Gakpo doesn't use his fullback. You know what the fullbacks thing is. I think the way we've changed our formation now, our tactics. I don't think we use fullbacks much on wide no more, which is annoying. And is that down to personnel as well with like Frimpong? When Frimpong plays, we go wide with him, and that gets the best out of Salah. But then when Bradley plays, he comes inside and he goes into the box like an attacker would.
Yeah,
we've seen Kirkers this season until yesterday. We've seen Kirkers this season like drop into like a centre back position a lot. Like I don't want to see that. So I think Gakpo, like I said, it's hard. Do you drop him for Engamo? But Engamo's only 17. Oh, for me, which we will go on to in a second. I'm going to talk about that in a second. It's about the Ekitike and Isak playing together. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But I'm going to go over a couple more transfer stories as well. Carlos Baleba, which was linked the other day to Liverpool. More links are coming out about Carlos Baleba being linked to Liverpool. Now, we're back to monitoring FC again. Carlos Baleba, he also remains a target at Manchester United. Manchester United wanted Carlos Baleba this summer, but then nothing came of it. And again and again, all season on this channel, all summer in fact, for over a year, I've been saying, get Gravenberch going forward, get Gravenberch as a box-to-box. He's a number 8, get him going box-to-box. And he has actually come out and said, look, I'm actually liking that I can get forward now. And instead of being deep. I've been saying that for over 2 years. Gravenberch needs to be going forward and back and forth. He needs to be a box to box. He can do his defensive duties certainly, but he is not a DM. He cannot be that deep. He's brilliant at it, and that's why I think people that don't, some people see football differently to other people, and some might just see, oh, that's it. Slots put him at 6. He's a number 6 now. He's been fantastic. That means he's actually a 6. He's a DM now because he's been fantastic there.
Yeah.
Let me get one thing straight. I'm not saying this is nothing to do with, I'm not comparing him to Gerrard here, but put Gerrard at 6, it'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
But does that mean we're getting the best out of Gerrard?
No.
Gravenberch might be the best 6 we have right now, but it doesn't mean that's his position or that we are getting the best out of Ryan Gravenberch. Ryan Gravenberch, when he was at Ajax, when he came through the academy at Ajax, he was a box-to-box player. That's when he was at his best in terms of his confident best.
Mm-hmm.
Went to Bayern Munich, didn't work out there. Came to Liverpool. Klopp didn't know how to use him really. Slotted him in at 6. Said you can play that because we wanted a 6 that summer. By the way, we went to Zubimendi.
Yeah, we did.
But because we didn't get a 6, Slot had to use what he had, and he saw the best attributes in Gravenberch to slot there.
Yeah, definitely.
And he's done an unbelievable job there. But there's still we do still have defensive worries there, massively. And I've said for a long, long time, get a Carlos Baleba, for example, and Adam Wharton next to Ryan Gravenberch. You will see Gravenberch go to another level. He didn't think he could go to another level, but I'm telling you now, he will go to another level. And look how excited he was talking yesterday about him being able to go forward. And how long we've been saying on since Shalom.
He's a goal-scoring centre mid, though. Like, we all know this.
He is. He wants to be outside the box. He wants to be up and down. He wants to be free a little bit.
Do you know what, Gravenberch, right? If he did have Baleba, he would be genuinely one of the best box-to-box players in the world. Like, because he's that mobile. Do you know? Like, he's quick but he's just like, he eats the ground up. And like, I mean, if you got a Baleba next to him, you could play them two in the pivot together. You know what I mean? And then it's sort of Baleba would be the one that sits. I mean, is there a world where we look at McAllister being the deeper one in the future?
No, because that didn't work either. I don't think. It worked for a little bit, but again, I think it was just more putting square pegs in round holes again with McAllister there. McAllister's, for me, is more of a 10.
Yeah. Advanced 8, I'd say.
Like an advanced 8. Yeah.
Just like a proper 8, isn't he? He's just like him and Soboslai and Gravenberch are 8s. Like, both of them are just 8s.
Like box-to-box players, yeah.
8s, and they're just slightly different skill set in terms of like Soboslai's about like sort of power, isn't he? Like power and like
legs, fitness,
like
and
power and sort of like athleticism. I mean, Gravenberch is very athletic as well. I'm not going to say he isn't, but like
Gravenberch is more technical. If you actually put the both two together, you'd probably get Gerrard.
Yeah, I mean, maybe minus a little bit of the shooting because Gerrard's shooting was just.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, put Soboslai's shooting in there.
But that finish yesterday was like, strikers would be like, it's a ridiculous finish. It's a ridiculous finish.
It was like Van Basten.
Yeah, it was.
It was just absolutely like, it was just. It's just a goal that you want to score when you're on the football. You want to score a goal like that.
Yeah.
No look. Didn't even look at the goal. I just knew where the goal was. Turned his body, and it was just so delicate of a hit.
It was just fantastic, and he's got it in him. He scored he scored 2 goals this season, hasn't he? And they've both been great. They've been like proper, like complete opposite of goals. Of like, one's like a place shot from outside the box, bottom corner, and then the other's like I don't even know what you call that, like a loop over the top of the keeper. It's just a brilliant finish. And yeah, he got 2? Has he got 3 assists he got assist the Champions League, didn't he? Midweek. Salah.
Yeah.
He got an assist midweek. He got. Oh my god, I can't think who scored the other goal for us on midweek. Oh, it's Robertson, Van Dijk. Yeah, Robertson, Van Dijk, and then Salah got the assist off Gravenberch, and then Salah returned the favour, obviously on the weekend. I think Newcastle, he got a goal and an assist at Newcastle actually as well, I think, didn't he? Because he got Salah got
He's got a few. You know about Grav or Salah?
Rav.
I'm sure he's got a few this season already.
Trying to think if he got an assist against Newcastle. I'm pretty sure he did. I know he scored.
Look, I'll have a look. 1 second. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I'm sure he's done more this season in terms of what getting. He got a goal against Newcastle. It was outside box. Remember?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But did he get an assist as
I
well?
don't think. No, he didn't get an assist. No.
The
Salah.
next game he got an assist though, didn't he?
No, not Arsenal.
Oh no, I mean the
one before Bournemouth.
Yes, no, he didn't get one. Didn't play as well. Burnley didn't. I know he didn't against Burnley, but he had a really good game against Burnley. He didn't against Arsenal, but he had a really good game against Arsenal. And then he had a goal. Yeah, so he's got a goal in the second game.
He got an assist against Atletico for Salah's goal.
Got an assist and 2 goals this season because he's only played 5 games, hasn't he? Because he's
had 2 assists and 2 goals
in 5 games because he's not played.
5 games. Yeah. So he got 2 assists and a goal yesterday.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Best mid in the world, centre mid in the world.
Me, alongside Pedri, because I'm not going to knock Pedri down here because Pedri's unbelievable. Him and Pedri and maybe Vitinha are the best 3 centre midfielders in the world. To make up the top 5, I'd probably put right now in terms of form. I'd probably put João Neves, and I'd put it's a tricky one that
I'd put Soberslide there.
I'd put Soberslide right now in terms of form. Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
In form, like he's been playing unbelievable. Last season I'd probably say Gravenberch got into that conversation at the start from probably say August to maybe February. Probably after that, no, because he was knackered. I think McAllister was the best last year out of all the midfielders for the whole season. Even though he got tired, he was still his quality shone through a little bit more. I'd say some real good some real good games last season from McAllister. Some screamers, some brilliant goals.
He was our best player last season in terms of midfield, anyway.
Yeah. And then Gravenberch obviously started the season so well. I think, isn't it a nice thing to have? McAllister's been injured, and then we've got the other 2 playing out the skin. So listen, doesn't bother me.
So I think Gravenberch last season was on course for probably player of the season, but then the second half of the season dropped off a little bit. But as a whole season, Gravenberch, McAllister the best one.
Yeah.
But then look, this season, Soberslide started the best, and then Gravenberch has just been for me been unbelievable as well. So we've got. George Matt, what a job he did, by the way. I know McAllister and Soberslide in the same summer.
You did better than Julian Ward.
Unbelievable. And people had got clocked for bringing him in.
Yeah.
What a signing he was. There was also another transfer story that came out about an hour ago. So according to Marca, Liverpool consider Konaté's arrival at Madrid a done deal. But this is Marca. We're talking about Ian Ash.
I don't like them.
We're talking about Marca. Marca know how to stir the pot, say the least.
It's a Real Madrid newspaper, isn't it? So
yeah. But do you think Konaté's going to go to Real Madrid, or do you think do you think they might get a deal done with Konaté and it says?
I don't know, I'm sort of stuck at the minute. I don't know what to sort of turn around and go, yeah, he's gonna go. Sorry, I'm just looking. Sunderland got a red card. I was just looking at. That's what I'm gonna keep looking at. I don't know if he's gonna go, but I wouldn't. I don't want him to go. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, it'd be stupid not to let him go. But I think, we'll soon find out when it comes January. So, I think just needs to get his head down, knuckle down, like he is doing actually, and playing footy.
He's been unbelievable since the first 2 games. Since he got a lot of criticism and stuff, he's been unbelievable since then.
Do you think he's been told by Slot to lad, ignore all that shite and just get on with the game, sort of thing? It looks like he was.
You know what? People don't like how when players respond to people online, but I do. It shows that the humans. It shows that they do actually care. And at the end of the day, stop talking shit.
Mm-hmm.
Stop talking shit. I understand. Like I said, Konaté deserved the criticism for the first 2 games. Absolutely, it was shocking. But then to go on to say like, oh, if he's this bad, he can go. Like Alex.
Yeah,
like, the guy has been unbelievable. It was unbelievable last year for the first 3 months as well.
Yeah, he was, and he's a great player. I'm not going to dispute. He's a fantastic player. So, I hope he stays. I really do.
But Guehi, Canate, that'd be perfect next summer. Carlos Baleba would be an unbelievable steal if we got Carlos Baleba in. Adam Wharton, Carlos Baleba, any of those two for me. I do like Stiller, but that's the kind of player Slot wants. But me personally, I'd choose either Wharton or Baleba as in like what I think would complement our midfield right now.
You know what? Unpopular opinion. I'd have Baleba or Wharton.
I think that would get the best out of Verts as well, Do
you know why I'd have Baleba out of Wharton? Because as good as Wharton is, Baleba's like more of a asset.
Yeah.
A real 6. And like Wharton is like
Wharton's a bit like Declan Rice used to be.
Yeah. Minus the pace. But
yeah.
Baleba's quick as well, and he's quick, he's big, strong, brilliant on the ball, by the way. So good on the ball. But he very much reminds me of like he's not totally like him, but he's like a Fabinho, like that sort of like style. Yeah. But yeah, like if you had Baleba, he'd get best out of Gravenberch, Verts, Szoboszlai, McAllister, like because he'd just sit right in that hole, and it'd just be like you just wouldn't have to worry because he's another one that eats ground up. But I mean, how much is Baleba going to cost?
For us or for everyone else, because it costs like what 70 million for everyone else. For us, for getting McAllister 35 million, it'd be 150.
Yeah, I think it's only fair. Do you know what? Honestly, we have a good relationship, don't we? So we would probably get him. Like, do you know what? Like it sounds.
Imagine he's got a release clause.
About this, wasn't we? We talk about this. Like we try and keep like good relationships with a lot of the clubs and stuff, and like if we did go in for Baleba, I don't think we'd be paying as much as United were going to pay. Put it that way. They pay 100 mil. I bet he looked at that and thought, no, I'm not going there.
It'd be funny if there was a release clause and we got him like 35 million. Brighton would be fuming. But Baleba, anyone that can play that position for me, a natural deep 6.
Yeah,
people can say all they want. Gravenberch is a 6 now. He's not.
Yeah.
The more you see him, and I'm glad they've seen this. I'm glad they've seen what he can do going forward. I'm glad they've seen Atletico Madrid. I'm glad they've seen yesterday because we're seeing now what he can actually do. And I've seen this for a long time. I'm not saying it just to be different to anyone else. I see what I see with my eyes.
Mm.
At the end of the day, I watched Gravenberch when he played for the Ajax. I've shown you the article I did on him when he was Ajax, 19 years old at Ajax, and I said he could be one of the best in the world. And look what he is now. He's unbelievable player. But just going forward though, Isak, Ekitike. Also got Southampton on Tuesday. I do expect massive changes. I think Isak will play. I think Verts will play. Potentially, maybe just get into a bit of rhythm. I think McAllister could possibly play. Get into fitness. Isak going forward though. Isak and Ekitike, both obviously number 9s, but would you play both together, or was it either or?
I'll play them both together. Against Southampton or in general?
Just in general.
I'd play them both together. They're fine. They're just interchange, wouldn't they? Like, got to remember, like, Isak sort of plays on the left for Sweden at times, so he's used to it. And he's played there in his career a lot.
It's a bit like Gravenberch and Szoboszlai. They're both 8s, but they keep interchanging between that 6 and 8. One will drop back, one will go forward. One will drop back, one will go forward. That's what Isak and Ekitike could probably do in the left wing.
I think at the minute, you quite clearly see Isak is a lot fitter. Look, not Isak. Actually, he's a lot fitter than Isak at the minute. You could see, a bit more quicker over the ground than he at the minute. I know Isak's very fast. But yeah, I think when they're both up to full fitness, you could definitely start both of them. It'd be sound, I think it's frightened teams like, who the hell am I going to mark? I've got Look to my left, I've got a 6'3" Frenchman, and I look to my right, I've got a 6'4" Swede. Like, what am I going to do? You know, he's
they're both very, very good. And this is why Ekitike was looked at, because he's a similar profile to Isak. Both are very, very quick, both very, very versatile, both very. Just got the eye for goal. I think Ekitike, though, I know we had not doubts on Ekitike, but we were like,
I didn't want
to get. I just think it was too at the time. It was raw, but I think he had to. But we always kept saying he has to come up with another striker, just in case it didn't work, just in case that rawness didn't work. Because sometimes when you buy raw players, it doesn't work out. But because Isak's come in as well, it's like, all right, it's okay. But Ekitike has been unbelievable this season.
What I was worried about, like, you know, I was sort of like, I said, like, you can't do this, you can't do that, you know. And what I meant by that is, like, you know, I'm so frightened of him coming from the like, not just the Bundesliga. Like, he had one good season last season. Like, I'm not slating Ekitike.
We just saw another Nunes potentially, didn't we?
Yeah.
Really?
But yeah, that's what I got in my head. I was like, oh, there's going to be another Nunes. It's going to be another Nunes. And like, not. I was like, and then there's almost like, it can't be as bad. But like, I watched Ekitike and I thought, yeah, he can touch the ball, he can play better, and you know, we'll see how he gets on. But yeah, I was always on the full thing of we need to have 2 strikers come through the door, and we need one that is
ready-made,
finished article. I mean, I don't think Isak's finished article.
Yeah, but he's more ready-made at the time. Yeah,
exactly. And I think the way Ekitike's carried himself, though, brilliant. I am honestly, like, I'm happy that I've ate my own words. Like, I wanted to, because I was like, it wasn't even eating my own words. It was just valid, sort of. I didn't want a project player, and I was like, oh, I made it. Keep Darwin Nunes, and I was like, keep Darwin Nunes, because I didn't want to have another project player. But listen, he's proved to me he's gone. He's proved to probably a lot of people, and just gone, listen, I'm not a project player. I'm ready. I'm ready to go, and he has 4 goals, an assist. Brilliant.
I think his performance yesterday went underlooked. I know he got the goal, but I think his performance as a whole went underlooked. I seen like Kirke's man of the match, obviously Gravenberch deservedly man of the match for me. Kanate Van Dijk were brilliant as well, but I thought yesterday behind Gravenberch, I think he was the best player.
Terrorised that back line yesterday.
He was everywhere. He was literally everywhere. He's dropping back into those pockets.
Yeah,
was sensational. I just love how he just wants to give and go constantly. It's not, oh, pass me the ball and hold it up for everyone else. It's literally pass me the ball, pass it, and he runs, and he's always on the move. He's always looking pass, and I'm going to go around the defender and pass it me back. And his, like I said, his defensive work is fantastic, which was Nunes as well. Nunes' defensive work is fantastic, but he offers much more going forward.
One of my favourite things about him as well is positive running. He gets the ball and he just picks it up. He just looks.
He wants to go to the goal. He wants to go to goal. Yeah,
looks at the goal and runs at it. Like, you know, we've not had. I mean, Jota was that. You know, when he was playing for us, before he got injured last season, he'd just pick his head up, run at the goal, go for everyone, score. Like that, I love to see that from strikers. I hate strikers who go, you like sort of want to pass it off all the time. I love strikers who just go, I'm gonna. They don't want to run back at their own goal.
They want to score. Yeah,
defenders don't want to backpedal. Like, run at them. And you know, Ekitike yesterday did exactly that for his goal. He just ran it, received the ball, took a touch, brilliant finish, and he's done that. Like two goals this season, he's done that now, hasn't he? Like, he did it for the Bournemouth goal. He got a bit of luck, yeah, but you know, he just ran. He just ran at the defenders. He tried to meg them. He got the bit of the, you know, Suarez-esque bounce off the ball, bagged it. look at how much problem it caused. They just like, oh, I don't know. There's a goal.
1-0 to Villa, by the way.
They've just scored now.
Who scored it?
Graham Potter's just left, by the way.
West Ham.
Graham Potter's just left West Ham.
Oh, wow.
Great.
Doesn't surprise me, to be honest. They couldn't really keep him, could they, really?
Well, I didn't get my thing right, though, did I? I said he'd be the first man.
Yeah.
I said he'd be.
Yeah. Cool. It just won't work. Who scored for Villa?
I'm just not.
Just hoping it's Morgan Rogers here, by the way. So I did sub Morgan Rogers into my team this week, thinking he might get something.
It was. I've just knocked it off when I went to look at the. Oh, it's not coming back on now.
By the way, my decision to captain Iwobi this
Matty
week.
Matty Cash.
It fucking would be someone just random, wouldn't it?
Matty
When
Cash.
the fuck does Matty Cash score?
Guess who got the assist?
Go on.
Ara.
Who?
Kamara, the CDM.
Ah, so it's not even. Oh, for fuck's sake! It's not even fucking.
Have you got your team?
I've got Morgan Rodgers.
Uh,
I to get some points today against Sunderland. So if I said Villa will win. I said this weekend they'll win.
They're appalling, Villa, because like they've been. What have they had? This is 60.
Not got league have they until now.
68th minute. He's taken to score. He got sent off in the 33rd minute. Ronaldo.
Well, it can get another one now. Sunderland might give in a little bit now. Another goal. Morgan Rodgers goal coming up. Clip it. I told you though that Wobby captain say what a fucking decision that was. By the way,
I can't believe that.
26 points he's got me. He's carrying my team. He's carrying my team. Verge did 2. I only got a yellow card. Chris Wood did nothing. João Pedro did nothing. Gakpo did nothing. Literally, Iwobi's actually saved my team. I've actually gone up the league because of Iwobi. I've gone up to 10th.
I can't believe that. I've had a stinker, absolute stinker.
I would have had the same stinker if I didn't captain Iwobi. I would have had the same stinker.
I thought so. I wild carded Haaland in, and I didn't have Jamie Simmons. I had Papa Sarr and Haaland, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna wild card. Why am I going to trust Haaland against Arsenal? This Arsenal defense, is shut up. They're good at shutting up shop. You don't get enough out of them." And I was like, "Yeah, do you know what? I'll just take the risk." And I looked at it and I thought, "Nah, I'll risk it on Isak because he'll come on and score."
Watch Haaland bagging at it now.
And then to make it even worse is every single Spurs player I picked was absolutely shy yesterday.
I'm done with fucking Spurs players. Every time I do Spurs players, the reason why Spurs have dropped off a cliff, by the way, is because I put Ben Johnson in my team. Every time I did the exact same as last year when I put Ben Johnson in my team.
It's still 0-0. Still 0-0 with Bournemouth.
Whoever Copper says, I need Ekitike and Salah in your team. Yeah, the thing is, with Salah, he's too expensive. I didn't want to put him in this year because he was too expensive. And I knew we had other goal scorers and other people to assist. So I didn't think he worth the money this season. But with Ekitike, again, I was going to put Ekitike in this week, but I only wanted to make one transfer this week and not lose money off of it, which was Rodgers. I needed to get another midfielder in there.
Yeah.
Ekitike, again, you don't know if he's going to play or not. It's annoying.
What a terrible game this. One shot on target each they've had. Bournemouth and Newcastle.
Oh, Newcastle. Wow.
Shocking. Boring.
See Newcastle nicking it, But yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you do hit that like button on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. On the road to 1.5k. And yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good day, guys, and enjoy the rest of the day. A nice Sunday day. And join us again tomorrow at 7 o'clock, normal time tomorrow night, 7 o'clock for the latest news, Liverpool news and transfer news. Thank you for watching tonight, guys. Have a good day. Speak to you all later.